Netflix's Squid Games Season 3 wrapped up in an incredibly emotional and shocking way. Just when fans thought they'd seen it all, the final moments of the season introduced a jaw-dropping cameo, none other than two-time Oscar winner Cate Blanchett. Her surprise appearance didn't just shock the audience, it also shocked the main cast, who had no idea she was involved. But what does her mysterious cameo mean for the show's future, and how did the creators pull it off without anyone finding out? Here's everything that happened, and what we know so far. After a season full of intense games, betrayals, and heartbreak, the finale of Squid Games Season 3 ended with the ultimate sacrifice. Ji-hun, played by Lee Young-jae, gave up his life to save baby Junhee, leaving viewers devastated. Meanwhile, the frontman, played by Lee Byung-hun, was forced to flee the island after the games were exposed and the authorities closed in. But the story didn't end there. Even though the original game's setup was destroyed, the Squid Game itself didn't stop, it simply shifted to a new location, the United States. In the final scene, the frontman is seen in America, and he stumbles upon a new recruiter. This new figure plays the traditional dokji game with a possible contestant, just like Gong Yu's character did in earlier seasons. But this time, the recruiter is played by Cate Blanchett. It's a powerful scene, and it instantly tells the audience that the game will continue, and now it's expanding across the globe. What's even more interesting is how completely hidden Blanchett's cameo was, even from the main actors. In a special Netflix featurette titled Squid Game in Conversation, the cast and creators talked about how they pulled off the surprise. Lee Young-jae confessed that he had no clue about Blanchett being involved. He remembered hearing rumors that a famous Hollywood actor might make a cameo, but he didn't take them seriously. He never expected someone as globally recognized as Blanchett to appear. Series creator Hwang Dong-hyuk said that they kept her involvement a total secret for a very long time. Even Lee Byung-hun, who shares the screen with Blanchett in the final moments, didn't meet her in person. Due to scheduling issues, the two actors filmed their scenes separately. That's why in the final cut, the scene is edited with back-and-forth shots between them rather than a direct interaction. Lee Byung-hun recalled that on the day of filming, he saw someone in the distance practicing dokji over and over again. He couldn't clearly see who it was, but she seemed really focused. That person was Cate Blanchett, and she was determined to get it right. Hwang shared that they had actually sent her a dokji set beforehand so she could practice, but she wasn't able to train much before filming. So on set, Hwang gave her a quick crash course. Remarkably, the take they used in the final cut is the exact moment she flipped the dokji for real. That triumphant confidence on her face? 100% real. In a separate interview with Netflix Tudum, Hwang explained why they chose Cate Blanchett for the cameo. He said having a female recruiter felt more dramatic and unexpected. And when they were thinking about actresses with strong presence and charisma, Cate Blanchett was the obvious choice. Hwang said she had the kind of star power that could dominate a scene with just a look or a single line, and that's exactly what they needed. According to Hwang, Blanchett's performance was subtle but powerful. She brought gravitas, intrigue, and an eerie calmness to the role. Even though she only appeared briefly, her presence added a new dimension to the story. It made the ending more haunting and suggested that the cruelty of the games would continue, even in a new country, even with new players. Lee Byung-hun also spoke about the deeper meaning of the ending. He said it showed that even with all the sacrifices and heroic efforts, the world remains the same. Evil doesn't stop, it simply changes form and location. In other words, the system that allows these brutal games to exist keeps running, no matter what. So what does Cate Blanchett's cameo mean for the future of Squid Game? Well, even though there is no confirmed Squid Game Season 4, Netflix has already teased a new English-language spin-off being developed by David Fincher, the Oscar-nominated director known for Fight Club and Gone Girl. Details about this new project are still a secret, but Blanchett's cameo seems to set the stage for it. It's not clear whether Blanchett's recruiter character will be a major part of the new series or just a bridge to the new storyline. Still, her appearance is a strong hint that the franchise is expanding, possibly shifting its focus from Korea to the US. The creators are likely exploring what Squid Game looks like in other parts of the world, and how different cultures would approach the same cruel system. Hwang Dong-hyuk has hinted that Blanchett's casting opens the door for more big Hollywood names to join the Squid Game universe. Her powerful performance proved that even short appearances by world-class actors can have a huge emotional and dramatic impact. That's a very appealing idea for producers who want to keep the franchise fresh and globally relevant. But there's also a challenge. One thing that made Squid Game so unique and successful was how it incorporated traditional Korean children's games into a high-stakes survival competition. If the show moves to America or other countries, how will that format adapt? Will audiences connect in the same way without those nostalgic references? And will Hollywood stars be able to bring the same depth of emotion that the original Korean cast delivered? For now, there are more questions than answers. But one thing is clear, Cate Blanchett's cameo wasn't just a celebrity stunt. It was a calculated, story-driven move designed to hint at what's next. Her short but chilling performance added weight to the finale and teased the next phase of the Squid Game story. As for how fans are reacting, many were stunned to see her. Some viewers admitted that they were briefly pulled out of the story because they were surprised to recognize her. But most agree that it was a thrilling way to end the season, and it left people eager for what comes next. David Fincher's upcoming English-language Squid Game spin-off is still a mystery, but expectations are sky-high. Fans are hoping that the new series won't just copy the original's formula but will instead take the franchise in new and bold directions, while keeping the core themes of desperation, inequality, and survival intact. Cate Blanchett's final scene may have been brief, but it will be remembered as a turning point for Squid Game. It showed how the story is evolving, expanding its scope, and bringing in new talent to carry it forward. Whether she returns in the future or not, her role has already made a strong impact, and it could be just the beginning of a whole new chapter in the franchise.